Friends, welcome you all to Think Max. We are in class 11 Max, chapter 10, Conic sections. We are going to discuss exercise 10.4. So, all the problems in this exercise will be dealt in this session. This exercise deals with hyperbola. Okay. So, what is a hyperbola? What is a general format? If you know all these things, then this exercise is very simple. Now, in hyperbola, we have two types of equation. That is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. Another one is y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So, these are the two types of equation. This equation is for x-axis. So, that is x-axis. In hyperbola, we call the x-axis as transverse axis. Okay. If it is x square by a square minus y square by b square, then it is transverse. It is x-axis. If it is y square by a square minus x square by b square, then it is y-axis. In hyperbola, y-axis is called conjugate axis. So according to this, we have to define the foci vertices. So foci, if it is in x-axis, the foci will be plus or minus c comma 0. If it is in y-axis, that is transverse x-axis and conjugate y-axis. If it is in y-axis, then foci will be 0 comma plus or minus c. Now in the same way, vertices. It is in x-axis, that is transverse axis. Vertices is plus or minus a comma 0. And if it is in y-axis, that is conjugate axis. Vertices is 0 comma plus or minus a. Next, we have to find eccentricity. So, eccentricity is denoted by E. So, E is nothing but C by A. So, we know C, we know A, then we can find eccentricity. Last one is lattice rectum. So, lattice rectum is nothing but 2B square by A. So, from the given equation and from this general format, we have to find A, we have to find B. After finding A and B from the given equation, if you find C. So, C is nothing but square root of A square plus B square. So, if you substitute all the values in this formula, then we can find foci, vertices, eccentricity, lattice rectum, and all the values. So here if you need to find length of transverse axis, it is nothing but 2a. If you need to find length of conjugate axis, it is nothing but 2b. Okay. So these are the simple formulas. If you remember all these formulas, memorize all these formulas, this exercise 10.4 is very simple. Clear? So shall we get into the problem? Yes. So here first 6 questions deals with find the coordinates of the foci, vertices, eccentricity and length of the lattice rectum of the hyperbola. In first 6 problems, the equation of hyperbola will be given. We need to find focus, vertices, eccentricity and lattice rectum. Okay. Now, let us go to first problem. Here, if you check the first problem, it is x square by 16 minus y square by 9 equal to 1. So, we can write this as x square by 16. 4 square is 16, 4. 4 square minus y square by 4 square is 9, 3. So, 3 square equal to 1. So, this equation is of the form x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. If it is so, the axis is transverse, that is x-axis. Okay. So now if you compare this both equation, we find a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 3 because a square place we have 4 square. So a will be equal to 4. Instead of b square we have 3 square. So b will be equal to 3. Now we have to find c. So c is nothing but square root of a square plus b square. So a square is 4 square plus b square which is 3 square which is equal to 4 square is 16 and 3 square is 9. So 16 plus 9 is 25. What is square root of 25? It is 5. So C is equal to 5. After finding A, B, C, just we have to find focus, vertices, eccentricity and latest rectum. Okay. So let us write it in a table. So focus. So we found it is x-axis. So in x-axis, focus is nothing but plus or minus c comma 0. So it is nothing but plus or minus, what is c? C is 5. So 5 comma 0. Or you can write it as 5 comma 0 and minus 5 comma 0. Okay, both are correct. Now vertices. So vertices will be plus or minus a comma 0. So what is a? A is 4. So it is plus or minus 4 comma 0. You can write this way or you can write 4 comma 0 comma minus 4 comma 0. Next one, eccentricity is equal to C by A. So what is C? C is 5, A is 4. So it is 5 by 4 and latest rectum is 2B square by A. So which is equal to 2 into B square. B square is 3 square. 3 square is 9 divided by A. What is A? It is 4. So it is 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So it is 9 by 2. So latest rectum is 9 by 2. So these are the required values. Clear? Very simple. So moving on to the second one. So second one is y square by 9 minus x square by 27 equal to 1. Okay. So this is the equation. This equation is of the form y square by 4 square is 9, 3. So 3 square is 9 minus x square by, here 27 is not a perfect square. So we can write root 27 whole square, okay, equal to 1. So this equation is of the form y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. If it is so, the axis is conjugate, that is y-axis. Axis is y-axis. If it is y-axis, the focus will be 0, comma plus or minus c and vertices will be 0, comma plus or minus c. Now we have to find A, B, C. So compare the given equation and the general equation. A square is 3 square. So A will be equal to 3. B square is root 27 square. Root 27. So B will be equal to root 27. Okay. Now we have to find C. So C is nothing but square root of A square. So A square is 3 square and B square. B is root 27 whole square. So it is 3 square is 9 plus root 27 to the power 2. So root and power 2 gets cancelled because they are reciprocal to each other. So it is 27. So 9 plus 27 is 36. So square root of 36 is nothing but 6. 6 are 36. So square root of 36 is 6. So we found C. We found A is equal to 3, B is equal to root 27 and C is equal to 6. Now substituting all this here, we get foci is 0, comma plus or minus 6 and it is 0, comma plus or minus 3, which is vertices. Eccentricity is E is equal to C, which is 6 and A is 3. 6 by 3 is 2. And latest rectum is 2 into B square. What is B square? B square is root 27 whole square divided by A. What is A? It is 3. So it is 2 into root 27 whole square is 27. 27 by 3. So 1 3s are 3. 9 3s are 27. So 2 into 9 it is 18. So latest rectum is 18 for this problem. Clear? Very simple, isn't it? So moving on to the third one. 9y square minus 4x square equal to 36. So if you check this, this is not of the form y square by something and x square by something. So we have to convert to that general form. So it should be equal to 1. To make this as 1, we have to divide by 36 on both sides. So it is 9y square by 36 minus 4x square by 36 equal to 36 by 36. So it is 1 nines 9, 4 nines are 36. So we will get y square by 4 minus 1 fours 4, 9 fours are 36. So it is x square by 9 equal to 1. So this is of the form y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. Okay. So here 4. 4 can be written as 2 square and 9 can be written as 3 square. Okay, so general equation is y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So here if you compare these two equations, general equation and the given equation, we find a is equal to 2. So a is equal to 2 and we find b is equal to 3. So what is C? C is nothing but square root of A square. So 2 square plus B square, it is 3 square. So it is equal to 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 is a prime number. So C is equal to root 13. So we found A is 2, B is 3 and C is root 13. So now if you check this general equation, it is nothing but conjugate axis. Conjugate means it is y-axis. So in y-axis, focus will be 0, comma plus or minus c. So it is nothing but 0, comma plus or minus root 13 and vertices will be 0, comma plus or minus a. So it is 0, comma plus or minus a is 2. So 0, comma plus or minus 2. Eccentricity is C by A. C is root 13. A is 2. So root 13 by 2. Latest rectum is 2 into B square. What is B? B is 3. So it is 3 square by A is 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So 3 square is 9. So latest rectum is 9. So this is the answer for this problem. So moving on to the next set. Find the coordinate of the focus, vertices, eccentricity and length of the latest rectum. So this is same as the previous one, but the equation is not of general form. So it should be equal to 1. So we have to divide throughout by 576. So dividing by 576. So it will be 16x square by 576 minus 9x square by 576 equal to 576 divided by 576. So this 576 is a multiple of 16. So it is 116 and this is 36 times. And this one 1 nines 9 and this will be 6 nines are 54, balance 3, not 3 is 3. So 4 nines are 36. So it is 64. So it will be x square by 36 minus y square by 64 equal to 1. So this is of the form x square by 36 is nothing but 6 square minus y square by 64 is nothing but 8 square, which is equal to 1. So this is of the form x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So if you compare these two equations, a will be equal to 6 and b will be equal to 8. So c is 6 square plus 8 square. So 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64, 36 plus 64 is 100. Square root of 100 is nothing but 10 because 10 into 10 is 100. So it is 10. Okay. Now, if you check this general equation, we have x square at first. So the axis is transverse axis. Transverse means it is x-axis. If the axis is x-axis, foci will be plus or minus c comma 0. So what are the values of a, b, c? A is equal to 6, b is equal to 8 and c is equal to 10. So foci will be plus or minus 10 comma 0. Vertices is plus or minus a comma 0. So it is plus or minus 6 comma 0. So eccentricity is equal to c by a. So 10 by 6. So will be 5 by 3. And latest rectum is 2 into b square. What is b? It is 8. 8 square divided by a is 6. So it is 1 2s and 3. 8 square is 64. So 64 by 3 is the latest rectum for this problem. Clear? Yes. So moving on to the next set. One 5y square minus 9x square equal to 36. Now we have to convert this to general format. So to make this right hand side as 1, we have to divide by 36. So if we divide by 36, it is nothing but 5y square by 36 minus 9x square by 36 equal to 36 by 36. Now this can be written as y square divided by this is 5 by 36. If you bring this 5 in the denominator, it will be 5 by 36 will change to 36 by 5. So this is 36 by 5 minus here you can divide 1 9s are 9, 4 9s are 36. So it is minus x square by 4 equal to 1. So this is of the form y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So it is conjugate. Conjugate means y-axis. Now comparing the given equation and the general equation, we find a square equal to 36 by 5. So a will be equal to square root of 36 by 5. So square root of 36 is a perfect. So it is 6. 5 is not perfect. So it is root 5. Now what is b square? B square equal to 4. 4 is nothing but 2 square. That means b is equal to 2. So we know a and b. Now we have to find c. C is nothing but square root of a square. So a square is 36 by 5 and b square is 4. So taking LCM, we have LCM is 5. So it is 36 plus 4 into 5, 20. So we have square root of 56 by 5. 56 can be written as 4 into 14. Okay, 4 into 14 divided by 5. 4 is a perfect square. So you can write 2 root 14 divided by root 5. This is the value of C. Clear? So we got A. A is 6 by root 5. B is 2. And C is 2 root 14 divided by root 5. So these are the values. Now we have to find foci, vertices, eccentricity and lattice rectum. So as it is in y-axis, foci will be 0, comma plus or minus c. So it will be 0, comma plus or minus c is 2 root 14 divided by root 5. And vertices is 0, comma plus or minus a. So it will be 0, comma plus or minus a is 6 by root 5. Now eccentricity E is equal to C by A. What is C? C is 2 root 14 divided by root 5 divided by what is A? It is 6 by root 5. Now let me do the calculation here. It is 2 root 14 divided by root 5. If I take the denominator to the numerator, it will change to multiplication and it will reciprocal. That is 6 by root 5 will become root 5 by 6. So root 5 gets cancelled and 2 and 6 we can cancel. 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. So it is root 14 by 3. So the answer is root 14 by 3. This is the eccentricity. Next, lattice rectum. Lattice rectum is 2b square. What is b square? B square is 4. So 2 into 4 divided by a. What is a? A is 6 by root 5. So you can write it as 2 into 4. If we take this 6 by root 5 as product, it will reciprocate. So root 5 by 6. So 1 2's, 3 2's. So it is 4 root 5 by 3. 4 root 5 divided by 3. This is the lattice rectum. Clear, children? Yes. So moving on to the sixth one. 49y square minus 16x square equal to 784. Now it should be equal to 1. So you have to general format. You have to divide by 784. So dividing by 784 on both sides, we get 49y square divided by 784 minus 16x square divided by 784 equal to 784 divided by 784. So if you check, 49 into 16 is 784. Okay. Now we can write it as 149 and 1649 is 784 because 49 into 16 is 784. So this will be 116 and 49 times. So it is y square by 16 minus x square by 49 equal to 1. So this is of the form y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So comparing the given equation and the general equation, we find a square equal to 16. So 16 is the perfect square of 4. So a will be equal to 4 and b square equal to 49. B square equal to 49 means b square is 7 square. So b will be equal to 7. So we got a and b. Now we have to find c. C is square root of a square. A square is 16 and b square is 49. So it is 16 plus 49. So 16 plus 49 is root 65. Okay. So C is equal to root 65. Now we found A which is 4, B which is 7 and C which is root 65. So here if you check the general equation, it is y square by a square. So it is conjugate axis, that is y axis. Y-axis, the focus will be 0, comma plus or minus c. So it is 0, comma plus or minus root 65. Vertices is 0, comma plus or minus c. So it is 0, comma plus or minus a is 4 and e is equal to c by a. C is root 65, a is 4. So nothing in common. So answer is root 65 by 4 and latest rectum equal to 2 into b square. What is b square? B square is 49. So 49 by a is 4. So 1 twos and 2 twos are 4. So it is 49 by 2. This is the latest rectum. Clear? So the first 6 problems deals with, we have to find focus, vertices, eccentricity and the latest rectum. So shall we move on to the next set? Yes, from seventh problem, we have to find the equation. So if you check the seventh and eighth, vertices and foci are given. So if you check the vertices and foci, x coordinate is given. So the hyperbola is in major axis is in transverse axis. So x-axis is given. So general equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. This is the general form of this hyperbola. So vertices is plus or minus 2 comma 0. So the axis here, transverse axis, that is x-axis. So vertices will be of the form plus or minus a comma 0. So comparing with the given equation, we find a is equal to 2. Focus will be plus or minus c comma 0. Comparing with this given equation, c is equal to 2. So we have c square equal to a square plus b square. We need to find b square. So keeping b square on the same side, bring this a square here. It will be c square minus a square. So c square is 2 square which is 4 minus a square is also, what is c? I'm sorry. C comparing it, it is 3. So c square is 9 and a square is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. So b square equal to 5. So substituting in the general equation, so the equation will be x square by a square. What is a square? 4 minus y square by, what is b square? It is 5, which is equal to 1. So this is the Required equation. Clear? Very easy. Next, eighth one, if you compare the vertices and foci, this in y coordinate. Vertices and foci are in y coordinate, so the axis is conjugate. Conjugate means it is y axis. So the equation, general equation will be y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So for this, vertices will be 0 comma plus or minus a. So comparing with the given vertices, a will be 5 and foci will be 0 comma plus or minus c. Comparing, we get c is equal to 8. So we have b square equal to c square minus a square. So this implies b square equal to what is c square? 8 square. 8 square is 64 minus a square. A is 5. 5 square is 25. So what is 64 minus 25? It is 39. So b square equal to 39. So the equation will be y square by a square. What is a? It is 5. 5 square will be 25 minus x square by b square. B square is 39 equal to 1. So this is the required equation. Very, very simple, isn't it? So moving on to the next one, ninth one. Here also vertices and foci are given. So if you check, vertices and foci are in y coordinate. So the axis is conjugate, that is y axis. If it is in y axis, general equation will be y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. We have to find a and b. So what is the vertices for this? Vertices will be 0 comma plus or minus a. So comparing with the given vertices, a will be 3. Foci will be 0 comma plus or minus c. As it is in y-axis, foci will be 0 comma plus or minus c. So comparing with the given foci, c will be equal to 4. So we know the relationship between a, b, c. B square equal to c square minus a square. So what is c square? C square is 5 square. So it is 25. What is a square? A is 3. A square is 9. So 25 minus 9 is 60. So b square equal to 60. So the equation will be y square by a square. A square is 9 minus x square by b square. B square is 16, which is equal to 1. Clear? Next one. What is given in the 10th one? Foci. Foci is plus or minus 5 comma 0. Transverse axis is of length. So if you check the foci, it is in x-axis. Okay. So if it is in x-axis, the general equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So what is given? Foci is given. If it is in x-axis, the foci will be plus or minus c comma 0. So comparing with the given foci, c will be equal to 5. Next, what is given? Transverse axis, that is 2a. Transverse axis is on x-axis. 2a value is 8. Then a will be 8 by 2, which is 4. So what is c? C is 5. So C square equal to 25. This implies A square equal to 16. We know B square is C square minus A square. So what is C square? 25 minus A square is 16. 25 minus 16 is 9. So B square equal to 9. So what is the equation? X square by A square. A square is 16 minus Y square is by b square. B square is 9 equal to 1. This is the required equation. Clear? So shall we move on to the next problem? 11th one. Foci and conjugate axis is given. So the foci is in y-axis. 0 comma y. So it is in y-axis. Conjugate axis is given. Conjugate axis is 2b. Okay. So here general equation will be As it is in y-axis, we start with y square. So y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. This is the general equation. Foci is given. So what is the foci for this in general? It is 0, comma, plus or minus c. So C will be equal to 13. That means C square is 169. Next, what is given? Conjugate axis. Conjugate axis means 2B. 2B equal to 24. So that means B is equal to 24. This 2 is in product, so it will come to division when we change the sign. That means B is equal to 24 by 2 is 12. So B square equal to 12 square, which is 144. So now what is the relationship between A, B and C? We know A square plus B square equal to C square. A square we need to find. What is B square? Is 144. C square is 169. So A square will be 169 minus 144, which is 25. So A square is 25. Therefore, what is the equation? Y square by a square, which is 25, minus x square by b square, which is 144 equal to 1. This is the equation of the hyperbola. Clear? Next one, 12th one. Focus is plus or minus 3 root 5, plus or minus 3 root 5 comma 0, and latest rectum is 8. So if you check the focus, it is in x coordinate. If it is in x coordinate, the general equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So for this foci is plus or minus c comma 0. That means c is equal to 3 root 5. Next, what is given? Latest rectum. So latest rectum equal to 8. What is the formula for latest rectum? 2b square by a equal to 8. Just cross multiplying. 2b square will be equal to 8a. So b square will be equal to 8a divided by 2. So which is 4a. So we have b square equal to 4a. From this c square equal to 3 square is 9. Root 5 square is 5. So 9 5s are 45. Okay, c square equal to 45. Now we have to find a square. So what is the equation? A square plus b square equal to c square. A square we don't know. B square is 4a. C square is 45. This can be written as a square plus 4a minus 45 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation in A. So the product is minus 45 and the sum is 4. So 9 and 5 satisfies. 9 5s are 45. 9 minus 5 equal to 4. So it should be 9 and minus 5. So a square plus 9a minus 5a minus 45 equal to 0. So if you take outside a plus 9, here minus 5 outside, a plus 9 equal to 0. So a minus 5 equal to 0 or a plus 9 equal to 0. That means a is equal to 5 or a is equal to minus 9. So this a is the length. It cannot be negative. So a will be equal to 5. So a is equal to 5. That means a square equal to 25. So what is the equation? Equation is x square by a square. So 25 minus y square by b square. What is b square? B square is 4a. So 4 into what is a? 5, which is 20. So b square is 20 equal to 1. So this is the equation of the hyperbola. Clear, children? So moving on to the 13th one. Here the foci is plus or minus 4 comma 0 and latest rectum is 12. So the foci is in x-axis. So the general equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So foci for this is plus or minus c comma 0. So comparing we get c is equal to 4. So c square equal to 60. Next what is given? Latest rectum is 12. Latest rectum is 2b square by a equal to 12. That means 2b square equal to 12a. So b square will be equal to 12a by 2. So it is 6a. So b square equal to 6a. We know that c square equal to a square plus b square. Or you can write a square plus b square equal to c square. A square is not known. B square is 6a and c square is 16. Now we can write a square plus 6a minus 16 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in A. So solving this, so it is 8 2s are 16 and 8 minus 2 is 6. So you can use 8 and minus 2. So 8a minus 2a minus 16 equal to 0. So taking a outside, it will be a plus 8. Here minus 2 outside, we will have a plus 8. That means a minus 2 is 0 and a plus 8 is 0. That means a is equal to 2 or a is equal to minus 8. Negative value is not allowed. So a will be equal to 2. So a square equal to 4. If a is 2, what is b square? It is 6 into 2, which is, is 12. So b square equal to 12. Therefore, equation. What is the equation? X square by a square. So x square by 4 minus y square by b square is 12 equal to 1. This is the equation of the hyperbola. Next, 14th. Vertices is plus or minus 7 comma 0 and E eccentricity is 4 by 3. So if you check, vertices is in x-axis. So general equation will be x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. So vertices will be plus or minus a comma 0. And comparing, we find a is equal to 7. So a square will be 49. Clear? Next, what is given? Eccentricity is given as 4 by 3. What is the formula for eccentricity? C by A. C by A is 4 by 3. C by A is 7. So A we can substitute as 7 equal to 4 by 3. So C will be equal to this 7 is in division. When it goes to other side, it will go to product. So 4 into 7 by 3. So C is equal to 28 by 3. So what is C square? C square will be 28 square by 3 square. 28 square is 784. 3 square is 9. So we have a square plus b square equal to c square. A square is 49. B square is not known. C square is 784 by 9. So b square will be 784 by 9 minus 49. So taking 9 as LCM, it will be 784 minus 49 into 9 is 441. On subtracting, we get 343 by 9. So b square is 343 by 9 and a square is 49. So the equation will be, substituting here, x square by a square, which is 49 minus y square by, what is b square? B square is 343 divided by 9 equal to 1. Now we have x square by 49 minus, in y square we have a fraction in the denominator. So if you bring this to the numerator, 343 by 9 will change to 9 by 343 equal to 1. So this is the required equation. Clear? So shall we move on to the last problem of this exercise? Find the equation of the hyperbola satisfying the given condition. Foci is given, passing through point is given. Okay. So if you check the foci, it is in y-axis. The foci is in y-axis, that is conjugate axis. If it is so, the general equation will be y square by a square minus x square by b square equal to 1. So for this, foci will be 0, comma plus or minus c. So comparing, c will be equal to root 10. So c square, if you square the square root and power 2 gets cancelled. So c square equal to 10. Now it passes through 2 comma 3. As it passes through 2 comma 3, this will be the value of x and this will be the value of y. So we can substitute x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3 in 1. So we get y square, not y square, y is 3. So it is 3 square, which is 9 by a square minus x square. What is x square? X square is 2 square, which is 4 by b square equal to 1. Okay. We have c square equal to 10. Okay. So if c square equal to 10, what is the formula for c square? C square is equal to a square plus b square, which will be 10. From this we can find a square equal to 10 minus b square. So substituting here we get 9 divided by, instead of a square it is 10 minus b square minus 4 by b square equal to 1. Okay. Now cross multiplying and taking LCM as 10 minus b square into b square. So it will be 9b square minus 4 into 10 minus b square divided by 10 minus b square into b square equal to 1. So in the numerator we have just cross multiplying and solving the numerator. So numerator is 9b square minus 4 into 10 is 40, minus into minus is plus, 4 into b square is 4b square equal to, just cross multiplying, this 10 minus b square into b square will be here. So 10 minus b square into b square. So we have 9b square minus 40 plus 4b square. So 9b square plus 4b square is 13b square. So we can write it as 13b square minus 40. On the other side we have 10 into b square, 10b square minus b power 4. Okay, bringing everything to one side, we have 13b square minus 40 minus 10b square plus b power 4 equal to 0. So first writing b power 4. Next it is 13b square minus 10b square is 3b square minus 40 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in b square. So we have to solve for this equation. So what are the two values that satisfies this equation? So it is 3 and the addition is 3 and the product is 40. We have 10 into 440 and 8 into 540. I think 8 minus 5 is 3. So we can write b power 4 plus 8b square minus 3b square minus 40 equal to 0. So taking b square outside, it is b square plus 8. Here taking minus 3 outside. So it is b square plus 8 equal to 0. That means b square minus 3 equal to 0 and b square plus 8 is equal to 0. This means b square equal to 3 and b square equal to minus 8. So this is not possible. If the square is minus 8, we don't get real numbers. So this is not possible. So b square equal to 3. So b will be root 3. Okay, negative value is avoided as b is the length. So b is equal to root 3. So if b is root 3, what is a? So a square equal to 10 minus b square. B square is 3, which is equal to 7. So a square is 7, b square is 3. So therefore the equation, what is the general equation? Y square by is a square. So y square by a square is 7. So y square by 7 minus x square by, what is the value of b square? It is 3 equal to 1. So this is the required result for this equation. Okay, clear? Do you understand? Yes. So with this exercise is completed. If you are able to follow my problems, just show your support by subscribing to ThinkMax. Thank you.